Welcome to Sundogs TV. I'm your host and radio voice of the Arizona Sundogs, Scott Sutter. Joining me, as always, Shane Ferraro. Now, season already over a month into it, we have a lot to catch up on. And to start this season, the Arizona Sundogs went into the arena of one of the best teams year in and year out in the CHL, the Colorado Eagles, and took a big win to start the year and ended up going 2-1 in their first 3 games.
Yeah, and to beat the Colorado Eagles to open your season is a victory in itself, but to do so in the Budweiser Event Center, statistically one of the toughest arenas to play in all of the Central Hockey League, that's a feather in the cap of the Arizona Sundogs. Then to come home and get the first win on home ice against the Fort Wayne Komets, the back-to-back-to-back IHL Turner Cup champions coming into the Central Hockey League, couldn't have asked for a better start.
Now, after that great 2-1 start, Arizona went on a little bit of a slide, lost their next 6, went winless in their next 8. It's better to have those earlier in the season, but it's still a disappointing start.
Absolutely, and you never want to lose 6 games in a row, go pointless in that many games. But to do it early on and get that out of the way if you can, it's the best case scenario. Certainly not the start the team was looking for. They've got that out of the way now, and it's uphill from here.
Now, during that winless streak, Marco had to play with a little bit of a short bench in Texas, got in a little bit of a fight on the Texas bench. A couple players were suspended for a game versus Evansville, where we ended up taking an 8-1 loss. But, it's good to see the camaraderie in the team supporting each other.
Yeah, we did lose 3 players to suspension against the Texas Brahmas, a game in Texas. Tyler Butler got into an altercation with a Texas player at their bench. The door was open, they fell in, and 2 of our players had to go in to help him out. Certainly not what you're looking for. You don't want to see players suspended, but it was a necessity. The team had to help their player out.
Now, after losing 6 straight, Sundogs went on a nice roll, getting points in their next 5, going 3-0-2. 2 shutout, 2 overtime losses, but then won 3 versus Bloomington, Fort Wayne, and Bloomington after losing 6. That is the best way to get going.
Yeah, absolutely. They turned it around, won 3 in a row, got points in 5 straight, and they did it against teams they had never seen before. IHL clubs, Bloomington, Quad City, Fort Wayne. Yep. To play teams you've never played before is tough enough. You're learning about the team as you're playing them, so to get 3 wins in a row and points in 5 straight was great.
Now, before this road trip that the Arizona Sundogs are currently on, in the last 6, we've gone 4-2 with a big victory on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, versus the Allen Americans, taking that one 5-1. A big time to get a win versus one of the best teams in the CHL this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And Arizona has points in 6 of its last 8 contests. To get a win against the Allen Americans, one of the top teams in the league here on home ice, was big. Could have went 2-1 in that 3-game set. Ended up going 1-2, but led 2-0 after the first period Wednesday night, 2-1 after the second period, and tied 2-2 late into the contest. So could have possibly went 2-1 against one of the top teams in the league.
Now, some things that have been going on with the Sundogs roster have had some injuries this season. To counteract that, Coach Marco Pietranero has had to make some changes, and he brought back some former Sundogs that have produced, especially winning the President's Cup with the team in 2008, brought back Carl Salon and Kyle Hood. How big is that, bringing back veterans who have been on this team before?
Oh, you said it. It's very big. The injuries that the team has had to deal with is unreal at this point in the season. Usually you see injuries start to build up late in the season as the season wears on. Injuries that the teams had to deal with so far this season is not what you're looking for. But Marco did a good job in bringing back former players that have won a championship here in Arizona. They're big key pieces to the team, and they definitely stepped up when the team was hurting.
Now, one of the bigger acquisitions that's happened recently was the trade for Luke Erickson, and in his first 5 games with the Sundogs, he's had 10 points. Now he's on a line with Kyle Hood and his old teammate from the Alaska Aces, Cam Keith. That line is producing beautifully for the Sundogs. Yeah,
that's a top line. Luke Erickson was in Rapid City to start the season, wasn't playing on their top line there, so he was home in Minnesota. Marco Pietranero worked to pick him up and bring him here to Arizona. He's skating on the top line, and you're seeing the results right now. 10 points in his first 5 games with Arizona, 14 points in 12 games so far this season in the CHL. Certainly a talented player, and he's happy here now.
Now, during this road trip that the Sundogs are in right now, playing against Laredo, Odessa, and Rio Grande Valley, 3 teams that are within 4 points of us in the standings. How big is this road trip?
It's very big. We're fighting an uphill battle right now, 3 games under 500, looking to get to that 500 mark. But the Berry Conference, other than Bossier, Shreveport, and Allen, is very tight. 3rd place through 8th place is separated by only a handful of points, so to pick up wins this weekend on the road would be huge.
Now we're going to take a quick break, but stay here for more Sundogs TV.